lives. A third place with no more eliminations might not cut it here for Inco, but every single extra point counts, and with the amount of eliminations still available here and 5 extra placement points on top of what they've already gained, might just be huge. Tixi had to go for a bit longer. Right on the edge. And Inco, like we said, they have their 2 big matches of the day, and that's all they need. Efficient. Delta could play spoiler.
Needing a 10 elimination game. I think to draw even, Blank. Or actually to jump on over. 25 points would see them at 104, which would be just over. So if they lose, if Delta gets an elimination onto one of IHC, and then IHC find the last player from IHC finds Delta, they can't do it. They will lose the tiebreaker, but they would get the. Oh, hang on a minute! I can't even run these numbers right now. We'll have to wait for the desk. But there's the
just
shot.
Watch this game.
Delta on in. The next zone will close, and actually, IHC are closer to the center, on the corner that they hold, and Inco will have to lead first.
Out towards Inco, has to crawl a bit further now as the circle will continue to crunch. And then Abete moves out towards the smoke. Vitali covering.
Those vehicles, so important. That cover that they now have, it's the only thing they can play around, but the smoke is there. Nenebete, they pick up the 9th elimination now. Godless is soon to fall, and they might have just done it, but in comes Seol. Looks for the flush, looks for the point to stay alive. Squash, is they gonna find it? Has a first aid, needs to find it now. 10 eliminations, they've managed to make it. Inco might have done the unimaginable. Have they done enough? Is the barrier? But the table's still in flux.
I am flabbergasted at the 2 endings from the survival stage and last chance. Inco put in the work towards the end of the day. Again, they are magnetic when it comes to these circles. Just waited this one out. And Alpha 7, as strong as they are, deny the chances of HVVP with some incredibly good shots, but allow Nenebete, who's been absolutely unbelievably good this entire last chance with the DBS, sends out so many shots there, takes down 2 players and then can send backwards. Alpha 7 could have shut them down there and then, but Nenebete stands up tall to the big brother Brazilian squad.
And with that, not only if they're able to make it in, that would be both Brazilian teams going through to the final from this last chance stage. Blank, both Alpha 7 and Inco making it would be absolutely crazy.
I have no words, John. I have no words. The amount of times that these players, these teams, have pulled something special out the back pocket at the very last minute has been incredible. This is one hell of a PMGC. These things just do not happen. I can't even begin to imagine how HVP is feeling right now. Right on the edge.
I don't even know who's got in, Blank. I could not tell you. The numbers are just too tight. It is all up to this. They might have jumped over Titans. HVP might be a little bit ahead of that. The top 5, I can't wait to find out. It looks like, hang on a minute, they've just found out. I feel like Inco know. What a way to find out. The celebrations are there. I think that could only mean one thing, Blank. They are going to join their Brazilian teammates into the PMGC in Jakarta.
shotgun heard around the world for Nenebete. Inco Gaming might have just qualified through. We saw celebrations, but we haven't seen it locked in just yet on our side. 26 points coming in for them as they fend off Alpha 7 at the very end. And that might have been enough to qualify them through, but looking at the rest of them, 17 for Alpha 7, IHC with 15. Let's just take a look at overalls now so we can see who has made it in. And Inco Gaming by 1 point over HVVP and Titan have done it.
If it was tied too, it would have been won by Inco still. They got more placement points, but Inco Gaming, we said it, Jason, there was one game. They had to go for the chicken dinner with a lot of limbs. That was their only opportunity to make it over into the PMGC 2022 Grand Finals, and they keep the dream alive with a central position. And that fight, Nenebete Sandstorm, I mean, what? Peak fiction right here. What's going on?
Inco, one of the teams that qualified by 2 points only, managed to do it again and qualify by a difference of 1 point. What is the story of this team and making it into the next stages of the tournament? My God, HVVP and that last player trying to survive as long as possible. Titan getting eliminated earlier on. Oh, wow. But having
Titan
three...
They were like, what, 3rd place going into this final match, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah,
Yes,
4th
sir.
place at 96. And to fall at the very end. But to be honest, gentlemen, the best part about this is we think back to day 1. Sandstorm saying, there's no way he's going to make top 5 here. And they did. They made it by 1 point. But unfortunately, that means Bigatron won't be there to play in front of the home crowd for PMGC 2022 over in January here. But we can see all the teams participating now here in the Grand Finals. Honestly, this is setting up to be the best PMGC. It's already been the best PMGC, but the best PMGC Finals we've ever had.
It's going to be amazing, Jason. I mean, every single team that's qualified in the group stage, of course, came out like absolutely swinging. The last chance was down to the wire for a lot of these teams. I think that I was going to say I would not have it any other way, but it's just so many teams that could have qualified. It was just who was going to make it, no idea, but I definitely am happy with this lineup. And SMG and also Alter Ego are 2 amazing teams from, of course, Indonesia and, of course, from the PL scene for Team SMG. So I cannot wait. 1 month cannot pass any sooner, Jason. Okay, Christmas, screw that. Get in the Grand Finals right now. Okay, I don't want my presents.
But this is my question. Why are we waiting a month? Can we not get it started tomorrow? Please. These games are too spicy to wait a month for.
No, we can't, Sandstorm. Sorry. Here's our MVP, though, the last chance stage. It's going to be Revo, and why wouldn't it be? I mean, the nade we saw from him over onto Vampire to completely demolish them with just 1 nade alone was amazing. But Alpha 7 in general has also just been almost on a whole nother level compared to a lot of the teams we've seen so far in the last chance stage.
Yeah. And
I feel
hopefully
like-
this time.
Sorry, go for it.
No, I was just going to say, hopefully this time they'll be able to perform at the highest level possible when they get to the Grand Finals. Alpha 7 does have a history a little bit when it comes to getting to that final stage of the tournament, getting towards fighting the best of the best, and then just faltering at that last hurdle. But now, having 3 teams from the PEL, having 3 teams from Brazil as well, that is definitely a clash that I've been waiting to see for such a long time, and especially with Influence Chairman as well being there for Brazil. I said it in week 1 that they're going to be one of the contenders for top 5 at the end, so I'm still watching that.
All right, well, gentlemen, that is going to be it for us for now. I'm sorry, Max, I'm going to get your point in a second. We have to hear from the guys on stage. They have just qualified through in 5th place by 1 point. Let's hit that on the stage with Inco.
Ladies and gentlemen, nothing is impossible. We're back right here at the main stage of the PUBG Mobile Global Championships 2022, where we have just concluded the 6th and final match of day number 2 and a final day of the final chance qualifiers itself. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, I am joining together with Nenebete here from Team Inco Gaming. They just recently finished their final match, and of course, congratulations. You've just made it to the next round itself by having just 1 point difference than the 6th place. So how are you feeling right now?
Então, ele disse que nada é impossível, porque depois do final do 6º jogo, vocês conseguiram a classificação por 1 ponto. Então, como está sentindo?
Estou com a adrenalina lá em cima, muito energizado e muito feliz de a gente ter conquistado essa vaga aí.
So I say, of course, he's very happy. The adrenaline, is still high. He still doesn't believe that they made it.
Well, they definitely made it right there. The results already out. And of course, what does it mean for you and your team to advance to the finals this time?
Então, o que significa para você e para o vosso time ir para o final desta vez?
Cara, é um sonho pra gente, é tudo que a gente veio batalhando até chegar aqui e acho que significa, é o nosso sonho.
So for them, it's like the dream that came alive because they be fighting all the way like for this dream, and now they finally they can make it.
It's truly a dream come true. And of course, what was your plan before the match? What was going through the team's mind during the last circles of the match itself?
Então, qual era o plano antes do último jogo e o que ia na cabeça de vocês durante as últimas círculos do jogo aí?
Rasga pro meio e mata quem tiver na frente.
So he said like he's just like going to the center and kill whoever was in front of them.
I like that a lot. Very simple and straightforward. Go to the middle, go and kill everyone, and just go for the win itself. And of course, last question here. Now, you guys are making it to the main event of PUBG Mobile Global Championships. Which teams are you looking forward to defeating in the grand finals, and why?
Então, vocês já conseguiram ir para a final? Qual é o time que vocês querem derrotar mesmo na final e por quê?
Não entendi a pergunta.
Qual dos times vocês querem mesmo derrotar na final?
Acho que todos.
He said like all of the teams.
All right, there you have it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, congratulations to Inco Gaming for that amazing gameplay right there. And of course, that concludes all the matches we have right here at the last chance qualifiers, the PUBG Mobile Global Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be passing over to our hosts and analysts to get a little bit more details about what had transpired throughout the whole competition right here. And of course, we will see you guys in a bit. Take care, everyone.
Just like his answer. So which teams are you really looking out for in the main event? And I don't even speak Portuguese, but I knew that word, todos. All of them. And I mean, to be fair, right, if you want to be playing in the finals, you have to be one of the best teams in the world, one of the best 16 teams in the world, and they're all going to be there participating. This is going to be tough for all the teams, but at least for Inco and obviously all of our other teams who have qualified today, they get a month that Maxman and Sandstorm aren't happy about, apparently, to prepare for the event. I would rather give them time to prepare, Sandstorm, than to make them play tomorrow.
You know what? You're right. I agree, 100%.
always
You
right.
need to give